Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We are back with our second video of the day. Yes, this is the second video. Earlier today, I released the fragrance review on Louis Vuitton's Sur La Rue. And today we are back with another one right here. Now this one is going to be about the latest Boadicea the Victorious release, guys, for 2022 that has been causing some hype waves in the community. If you've heard that word of mouth about this fragrance, you know what I'm talking about. So today we are going to break this fragrance down. Now before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to the channel, guys. We are nearing 13,000 subscribers, guys, so we just need a little push. If you haven't done so, all you got to do is click like and subscribe. And if you've already done so, thank you so much for your support. And the fragrance that we will be talking about today is none other than the latest Boadicea the Victorious release. This is Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious, guys. Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious. Now, Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious came out, I would say, like a month or a couple months ago, guys, as a Selfridges exclusive. It's also available on their website, guys. But really, how I found out about this was through the Facebook group of the Boadicea the Victorious collectors, guys. It's called We Smell Victorious. I will link them below if you want to join that Facebook group. But basically, that's how I found out about it. A friend of mine, Andres, was decanting this fragrance, guys, and he was already, I believe, on his second bottle. That first bottle sold out immediately on his decant list, and he was on his second bottle. And so I was just like, I wonder if that's gonna be good. And I did check the notes out. The notes had some pretty interesting stuff in it. I mean, you know, you're looking at cinnamon, cardamom, rum and cognac, iris and rose. I mean, I was just like, this sounds pretty damn amazing right here. So I hit up Andres and I was like, yo bro, like, can you hook me up with a decant? And he was just like, yo, okay dude, if you're gonna review this, I'm just gonna put you at the front of the line right there. So Andres eventually took care of all of that, and I'm very thankful for Andres for doing so. And so I got this decant probably like 2 weeks ago. It's been there for about 2 weeks, and really I had other things in mind in terms of the priority list of the reviews, guys. And although this sounded like a pretty nice, you know, perfume with all these lovely notes, I mean, it wasn't really an urgent thing for me to review. And then came in that word of mouth, guys, okay? That word of mouth that we all love in Fragcom. Those little statements, those little word of mouth sentences about these perfumes that really wake us up and hype us up about these fragrances. These little descriptions that get sent out around Fragcom. And the big deal now regarding this fragrance and the rumor was that this fragrance was basically Boadicea's clone or enhanced clone of Dior Homme Parfum. Yes, Dior Homme Parfum, that vintage one, that discontinued one, or I don't know if it's discontinued now, but basically hard to get ever since it existed. That one, they made a clone of that one, an enhanced clone of that one. Oh my gosh, dude. I was just like, dude, forget everything. Forget my priority list. I ran and I scrambled and I opened that envelope and I pulled out this decant right here. And I was so excited because, man, if this is true, if this is really a DHP enhanced clone that Boadicea did, then wow, what a great move by Boadicea, basically enhancing, cloning and enhancing a perfume that everyone really wants, or majority people want it, but they can't really get it because it's not really that available. Matter of fact, the resale prices are up right now on this fragrance. So I was just like, that's really amazing. But at the same time, I was like, dude, how though? How will this fragrance Harmonious smell like DHP, right? I mean, look at the notes. What's that? Cardamom, saffron, cinnamon. Booze, cognac, rum? How, dude? How? I don't know. Okay. A part of me was thinking, maybe these guys are wrong. Maybe these guys are just fantasizing, or they're just, basically comparing every Boadicea to another perfume. And I mean, it's not their fault because Boadicea does copy a lot of perfumes and they do enhance them. And so, I was just like, maybe it's not. I mean, it's so hard to compare these on paper because the notes just seem so different, right? I mean, you really get what, booze and cognac. And then if you look at DHP, guys, DHP has a very, very simple yet effective formula that's made it basically a cult favorite. If you look at DHP, the real main star is going to be that iris note. And in my opinion, DHP has a very unique iris note. I mean, it is prevalent in the beginning all the way till the end, and that iris, it's a simple formula. Like I said, it is mixed with a warming sweet orange, rose in the mid, and leather and woods, some really nice sensual leather and woods and musk in the end. That is DHP, guys. It's a very simple formula that has not been really cloned, in my opinion. And so I looked at the notes of this fragrance, Harmonious, and I was like, how is it like that? And so basically I ran and I pulled my decant and I sprayed it. And what I'm about to tell you guys, I mean, hey, let's spray this thing right now and bring back all the memories. Okay, guys, now we know the backstory of this. Let's look into the notes of Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious. Now, right here in the opening, you have bergamot, you have cardamom, you have cinnamon, you have ambrette, which is muskmallow, you have rum and cognac, as well as saffron. Yo, that's just a lot of notes right there. But is that the actual thing that happens? Is that the actual smell though once you spray this fragrance? Absolutely not. And that's because the first thing that'll hit you guys is the exact same iris note, that special iris note from DHP. That is what comes out first. Okay, that is what comes out first. Forget those other notes. You're not gonna be able to focus on them because that iris will come in and immediately you will remember good old DHP right there. So iris is the main note. It starts off strong with that iris, but then again, that is that iris that is so damn similar to DHP. Now, here's the thing. What about the orange? So the orange of DHP is basically what they replaced here. So really all you need is a warming sweet note. That's all you really need, maybe with a little citrus tinge. And so they replaced that orange basically with cardamom. Cardamom is the second most prominent note in Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious, and it does replace the orange as the warming sweet and spicy note that mixes with that signature iris right there. So they were able to replace the orange with cardamom, and they added a little bit of bergamot with that citrus, that crisp citrus tinge that maybe will also replicate the effect of that orange. But basically, guys, it's gonna be cardamom and iris as the main two notes right here in the beginning of Harmonious. Now, you're probably wondering, then what the hell are all those other notes for, right? Like, there's a ton of notes. Those were basically distractions, to be honest. If you ask me, those are enhancements, sure, but those were distractions. I mean, why didn't they just put iris right there in the beginning if you were gonna get that DHP right there from the get-go, right? So they really added all these notes as distractors. Now, are you gonna be able to smell them? Sure, a little bit. Really, really tiny bits of it, matter of fact, guys. Because when you look at the spiciness, guys, the cardamom is more than enough. But then there's apparently saffron. I can smell some cinnamon, but the saffron, not so much, guys. Either that or it's really well blended in and that iris is really that strong. But I would say it's more cinnamon and cardamom. And of course, if we look at these boozy notes, that's what really got me, guys. These boozy notes of rum and cognac, these are fleeting. Really fleeting, very, very light notes that really the only way you can smell it is if you try. is if you really, really tried to smell it, then you'll smell it. But other than that, there's no way that your nose will not be fixated on the fact that this is a DHP smell, that you have the signature iris that they copied to a T, as well as the warm and spicy note of cardamom, and of course that bergamot right there. And that's not a knock on this fragrance or Boadicea, guys. I mean, they did a pretty good job of masking the fact that this fragrance is basically their DHP enhanced clone. But at the same time, it is enhanced though. So at the same time, you do get that same feel of that DHP opening with that sweet warming iris and the cardamom being in there. But at the same time, there are those minor enhancements to the opening. Like I said, a tad bit spicier. And I would say there is that real fleeting little rum and cognac smell right there, guys, that you can really smell. It's a nice enhancement. But again, it's not enough to cover the fact that it's a DHP clone. Now on the mid of Harmonious, we get a lot more DHP, guys, okay? So that iris definitely intensifies, and it does mix with the rose. And this is a classic DHP combination, the nice iris and rose. But I will say this, I like the mid of Harmonious a lot better, guys, and that's because of the enhancements. Like I said, you are going to get coriander spice, which adds a woodiness, a really smooth woodiness to this, as well as spice. And I would say that this fragrance overall, Harmonious, is a spicier DHP, right? So it's DHP with another added layer of spiciness that will appeal, I think, to a lot of guys that want to wear this fragrance right here. The nice additions of those spicy notes, I think, is really great with this right here. And of course, you're gonna get cashmere wood here in the mid. Another addition, like I said, that maybe, you know, in the original DHP, maybe this is towards the end where you have musk and sandalwood. So right here, you have that cashmere wood accord, real comforting, smooth, woody, mixes with that coriander, and of course that DHP rose and iris combination. I mean, what can I say? It is a wonderful enhancement. I really like this mid. I like the opening. I like the mid. It's DHP with a little bit more, that is for sure. Now on the dry down is where it gets a little bit different, guys. As you guys know, with DHP does have your leather. There's a leather note, there's a sandalwood note, there's some musk right there, really denoting that sensual, really smooth, sensual fade to black dry down, guys. And I guess you can see that in the DHP bottle. If you look at the DHP bottle, you have this sort of like sunset looking bottle, or it's like a sensual looking bottle that looks like a cognac bottle. And really, when I look at the DHP bottle, every time I used it, I really felt that congruency. That bottle really felt like a sensual perfume, a black tie perfume or a fade to black type of perfume. It really denoted the nighttime, like, hey, it's time to get sexy. And so that's what I liked about the bottle of DHP right there. And basically the dry down of that had that sensual dry down. But right here in Harmonious, although there is musk right here and there's some woody notes, I think that this one differs in the sense that it's much more sweeter. There's basically vanilla, there's amber, and then you'll still get your sandalwood and your musk, but it's not as fade to black as DHP, I'd say. That's the difference, I would say. And that to me makes this fragrance a lot more unisex. Okay, so for all the women that were wondering, well, can we wear DHP? A lot of guys really say that, hey, this is a more masculine perfume, DHP, and I believe it. I think when I made my review 2 years ago, I said that DHP was going to be a masculine perfume. But this one right here, Harmonious, although it does have that DHP smell, it doesn't necessarily go into that leathery and woody and oody fade to black. So you get your standard sandalwood, amber, and musk. That's what makes this perfume very, very unisex. I think this is the chance for the ladies to wear that DHP right here. Now, what I really like about Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious is the performance, guys. This is a performer, no doubt. And I do remember DHP as a good performer, but I now know that this one right here is an excellent performer. This one right here has a beautiful, really performing sillage that lasts for more than 13 hours, guys. More than 13 hours of significant sillage. I don't remember DHP lasting that long, guys, okay? But this one right here, for me, 13 hours. If you're really in love with that DHP scent, you are gonna get it and much more for 13 hours. What a performer right here, guys. And the best thing about this fragrance is that Boadicea did not make this a special perfume. That is the best part, guys, okay? They didn't make it an animal like Hanuman, or they didn't make it like $1,000, $2,000 perfume. They basically priced this one at $250, okay? So it's not like out of reach, guys. Matter of fact, it is pretty similar to the price of DHP being sold by resellers, $260, $250. It's pretty similar, guys. But again, like I said, you know, this one I think is better performing, and this one has the DHP feel and a little bit more, and it is a lot more unisex. So if you're asking, can you do away with Dior Homme Parfum once you own Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious? My answer is absolutely, guys. Absolutely. You don't need to own or chase DHP if you have Harmonious right here. I mean, the bottle's nice, don't get me wrong. I like the DHP bottle a lot more than Harmonious, but scent-wise, I don't know. I don't think, I mean, this is the same thing that happened with Hanuman, guys, okay? Once I got Hanuman, and I got to smell Hanuman, I stopped chasing Baldia Freak, for example. I didn't want it anymore. Hanuman had the same feels and a lot more. And Boadicea, I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be cloning, you know, they should be making their own fragrances, but whatever. That is what their MO is right now, but they are doing a good job at it though, okay? This absolutely smells glorious, heavenly. I mean, you know, DHP, a lot of y'all were saying this is only for classy like instances, guys. No, this one, this Harmonious, dude, wear it wearing a t-shirt because it just absolutely smells amazing. It smells amazing. It brings back all the memories of my lovely DHP bottle that I sold like a year ago. But really, it is wonderful. You can wear it anytime, anywhere. It's not necessarily a black tie thing. But definitely, like I said, very lovely smell, and again, beautiful performance. This is worth it for $250, guys. Trust me. And if you like Boadicea and you like how they've been enhancing these popular fragrances, this is a must. This is a must-have right here, and it's perfect for the upcoming fall winter season right there. So that is my review on Boadicea the Victorious Harmonious, guys. I just wanted to answer that question. Does this smell like DHP? And if it does, what else did they add? That was the point of this review, guys. Now let me know in the comments below what y'all think, if you've already tested this fragrance or if you own a bottle. I know that this bottle sold out even in Selfridges, so the word actually got out pretty quickly because it's sold out and they just restocked right now. So if you own a bottle, let me know what you think. If you've compared it with DHP, what do you think? Does that correlate with my findings as well? And let me know if there are other Boadicea fragrances that you want me to review. I know Carbon Sapphire is on the horizon. That is my favorite Boadicea to date. Don't worry, I will review that as well. And again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. 13K is almost there. We just need that little push, guys. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. God bless. Take care. Peace.